Hey everyone, it's Todd from Gilla Games with part 6 of the Shrouded Aspect Dev Log. I'm just going to show some things that I got done in the last couple of weeks since the last devlog. It was a little bit of a slow period because I was traveling back from Michigan back to Texas and then had to get a lot of things done around the house. So not as much progress as I'd like, but I still have some really cool things to show here. Starting out here, we're in the first scenario here again, and I have some barrels here, really just for testing. These aren't going to be in the final scenario. And a couple other things to note are the two brothers are actually wearing kilts here now, and the archer has a quiver on his back. Now I'm using a dynamic character system now, so these kilts are actually using the new system that all of the armor will use. So I got the workflow worked out for creating this armor, and I don't have any hair created yet for any characters, so they're just bald for now. Now over here, I made a couple new types of skeletons. There's the regular skeleton, which you've seen before, and now there's a skeleton warrior, which you can see has a broadsword and a buckler shield, and he's also tougher. But visually, that's how you can tell he's different than the regular skeleton. And then there's a skeleton archer, which also has the quiver on his back. Now, the first thing I want to show is the ability to break items. Now, this isn't going to be a thing that is very common in a lot of the scenarios, but there are some scenarios where it's required to break items to get past certain spots. And you have to have characters. Each item that can be broken has a minimum strength requirement to break it. So I'm going to click on Keegan, who I know is not as strong as Waylon. Now if you click on it, it tells you, first of all, it highlights so you know, oh, this is a clickable item. Click it, tells you it's too far away to destroy. Okay, I guess I got to get close. So I'll get up close here. Now he needs a 7 strength. Okay, so I'm just gonna move out of the way here. Bring up this guy. Click it. There we go. And then it fades away after it's done breaking, just so it's not cluttering up the whole scene here. Because if you have a bunch of barrels and stuff, it's gonna end up pretty cluttered. Alright. So let me go ahead and just shoot one of these guys. You see the yellow, there's line of sight, so I can't see behind this one, can't see behind him and him, but I can shoot him. Okay, I'm just gonna end the turn so you can kind of see how the skeleton archer looks. Boom. And then the warrior and the regular skeleton walk around the same way, although the warrior has a more brutal attack. So anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next part. Okay, now here we are. I wanted to make another scenario up front that uses a lot of the different technologies that need to get done in the game. So this one has rain effects, thunder and lightning. It has some kind of misty fog moving across the ground here. I also wanted to, I put this bonfire here just basically as a demonstration of some lighting in such a dark scenario. So splashes of light within the scenario will look cool. The scenario still needs work, so it doesn't have all the lights and everything that it's going to have ultimately. Now I have one skeleton here just to test with. So let me go ahead and move. And I love how these the light here flickers on the campfire and Makes the shadows dance. And here comes the skeleton. I'm just going to kind of rotate the camera around so you can see a little bit more of what this looks like. We got some new pine trees in the scene, all kinds of cemetery stuff, and I'm just gonna walk past this skeleton so I can clear out some of this fog of war so you can see these grave sites, shallow graves, things like that. So it's the goal is to have a couple of playable scenarios in the next couple of months, and I wanted to have scenarios that show different kind of environments. So this is the next one that I chose. Finally, after a scenario ends, you get the loot screen. Okay, here we are on the loot screen after a scenario finishes, and talked about this on the last update, but there's some updates here which are worth talking about. First of all, the character portraits are now here thanks to having that character, the dynamic character system in place. I can now show these here outside of the scenario, and the portrait updates when you change the armor. Of course, I don't have any other armor to show right now, but if I want him to wear that one, or if I want him to wear that one, you can switch them around here. I think that's about it here. I mean, other than let's see here, if he wants a broadsword and a blocker instead of using that gardening shovel, now's the time to do it. That's where we are so far. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure you like and subscribe to see all the updates. Don't forget, if you want to sign up on Patreon to help support the development of Shrouded Aspect, I'd appreciate that. All these models, the kills, the weapons, all the cemetery models, all these things cost money, so anything helps. So it's also worth mentioning that this project is 100% independently funded. I haven't even talked to any publishers, which I may or may not do. I've self-published Rising Star 2 and other games, so I'll probably do that with this one too, but we'll see what happens. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys next time.